Netflix? No! For today's video, we watched the movie Rage with Nicolas Cage.
Never a good idea.
We're wearing mustaches because pretty much the only people in this movie that were important were men.
You know who weren't important?
It's true. There was a severe lack of women in this movie. The entire movie was very misogynistic and also very racist, and this mustache is just not agreeing with me.
It's okay, it looks adorable.
Thanks.
You know what else was severely lacking in this movie, though? Like, legitimately? You know what they did with what we thought was going to be the plot? Nothing.
So,
Nothing happened to it.
basically, this movie wanted to be Taken.
It was 100%, he, had a evil past. Not an evil past, but a past where he was tough. And he has a daughter he really loves. And the mom is kind of sort of not in the picture, but kind of sort of is. We don't really know. And the daughter gets taken, and he has to go find her. But then what we find out is the daughter dies. They literally fridge the daughter, 10, 15 minutes into the movie. So we're like, what is this plot? It's literally him getting revenge because he has rage. And you know what? His immediate thought is just kill all the Russians.
All the Russians.
All of them.
Yeah, he used to be in a gang, and he knew these people from the gang, so he thought they were the ones that, kidnapped his daughter because she was at their house and drinking with some friends, and then, these people broke in and kidnapped her and then shot her in the head. Literally, 10 minutes in, she's dead. After
Spoilers, by the way.
Yeah. After that, nothing interesting happens. Nothing. He kills a lot of people.
I guess.
He tries to figure out who kidnapped his daughter in the first place, but he kind of doesn't care because either tell him or not, he's gonna kill you.
Mm-hmm.
So really, what does it matter?
I have no actual feelings on this movie. It was kind of well shot. There was nothing low budget about it. They had a budget. Their budget was literally, they blew up this one car. I think that was all of their budget in that shot. That was basically it.
It was also really racist, pretty homophobic a little bit. Yeah, they just made lots of race comments that made me feel really uncomfortable. They used the word faggot, which also made me very uncomfortable. Me and Ashley, looked at each other when they said that, and we're just no.
Netflix, no.
Women only serve to further men's characters.
Which is a common theme in most things. And I'm not even against movies that don't have, large women characters. Mm-hmm. But when the only thing you use them for are to make the men's characters' plots go on more, it's just why have them there in the first place?
Exactly.
There's literally no point.
Right. And Nick Cage's acting in it was very one note.
Yeah.
He was angry the entire time, which is a fair emotion to have when your daughter has been shot in the head and is dead.
What I was really upset about was we never saw grief. Mm-hmm. We never saw sadness. We never saw regret.
At her funeral.
Yeah.
He wasn't crying, which I understand, some people just don't cry when they're sad. Yeah, he just kind of stood there really stoically like this. And people sometimes don't cry when they're sad, but it would have been nice to see him do literally anything other than just stand there.
Not want to be around anybody for a moment, anger in a different way. Mm-hmm. Any amount of small insanity. There's so many different ways to grieve over someone, and I don't think he used really any of them.
No.
Because he was angry before she died, and there was no progression of anger.
Right.
It was, the same amount, which is really always very sad to see, because it's not,
Exactly.
You can do better than that.
The movie did have a twist ending where... Do you want to...
Sure. The guy, the little 17-year-old boy, one of them she was hanging out with and drinking with, accidentally shot her because he sucks with a gun.
And, they had these guns in her house, and she was telling them about her father's history and showed them these guns while they're drinking, so clearly her father has never taught her how to use a gun safely or taken a lesson in gun safety himself because he has loaded guns without the safety on in his house in a casually not locked box. What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
No. And... yeah, they're drinking, and he accidentally shoots her, and they hide her body in the woods because they're scared and they're teenagers.
And they pretend it was, old gang people that took her, and then he kills a bunch of Russians for pretty much nothing. And you know who he doesn't kill? White boy in the end.
Because...
America.
Of course. And I feel like that was supposed to show character development, but it didn't.
No.
At all. I did not feel any different after learning about that plot twist. I didn't feel anything. The movie made me feel nothing other than rage.
Actually, yeah.
Full circle. Here we go.
Nicolas Cage. No. But, okay, so if you're looking for a movie that has a similar plot-ish thing, but better, check out the original Korean Old Boy. Check out Taken. Check out, what are some
Taken
other...
2.
Taken 2. I haven't seen it, but I bet it's better.
Probably better.
Probably better. It's another good, like, revenge almost. Play some video games. Play God of War. They fridge the women in that. Play Dante's Inferno. They fridge the women in that. But they're at least they're slightly
Read
better.
Dante's Inferno if you want.
Yeah, that's a whole different story. But yeah. Literally, I'm shaving my mustache now because mustaches are stupid. All right, one more time. Wait, oh yeah, we gotta rate it.
We have to rate it.
All right, what do you got?
I'm gonna give it 4 O's because overall it was terrible and there was no plot and the female characters sucked and the male characters really weren't much better. But it did have like good filmography and a budget and things.
Exactly the same rating, 4 O's. I'm just done. So.
One more time.
Netflix. No! We'll see you next week.
My mustache is falling off. Mine too.